Hello, welcome. I'm FatO Dogy and you're tuning into your daily dose of Royale. So, another week, another top decks of the faction. So, I have 3 in store for you. 2 are for seasonal players and 1 is for all of you who are in arenas, meaning below 4,000 or 2,000 or whatever cards you can manage. Quick disclaimer, these are my opinions and your opinions might be different, and these decks might work differently depending on your hero level and unit levels. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So the deck number 1 I want to showcase, I named it Classical Robot. All these posters of the decks could be found on my social media or Twitter down below in description if you want to save it on your PC, your phone, whatever. It's there, it's available for everyone free of charge. So let's get right into it. Classical Robot, let's zoom it a bit. Units, Robot, Summoner, Harlequin, Mime, Bombardier. So that's classic. How do you play it? Well, you play it as it's shown in a slide. Robot as main DPS unit. Support units are used in this order. Harlequin is used to copy Robot until you have 20 upgrades, so maxed, and later you use it to copy Summoners to get more of the high tier robots. Bombardier is used for stun and grouping units, so you can AoE easier with Robot. And Mime is used usually for Robot, for copies of Harlequin Robot, and later on you can use it on Summoners to gain more high level tier units. What can you do to make this deck better or more suitable for your legendary set? Well, you can kick out Bombardier for Stasis, Shaman or Demonologist. All of these decks work from League 1 to League 10 or max 7000 rating. Hero recommendations, well, if you have Necro you can use Necro. If you don't have that, I would recommend Trickster, that is level 5 or potentially level 15. Gadget maxed or at least level 5, although you can use it on level 1, but if you have bad RNG you will kinda be killed wave 1, so make note of that. J, Zeus and Snowflake, they are all basically same, but J is more suitable if you have it for attack speed or level 5-10 plus. A difficulty of use, well, it's freaking robot deck, let's not kid ourselves. If you have 2 brain cells in your head, you can use it. Shaman variation, Demonologist variation takes more skill, but it's pretty much the same. So on the bottom of your screen you can see the setup. Let's get right to the next one. So Classical Inquis, let's zoom it up. Main DPS obviously Inquisitor, and unit sets are Inquisitor, Harlequin, Scrapper, Bombardier, Knight Statue. What is the use of support units? Well, you Harlequin usually Knight Statues to get even numbers, so you get both buffs from Knight Statue. Bombardier is used again same as Robot, just to clunk up the units and to DPS it easier, and you use later on Scrapper to scrap any extra Harlequins, Bombardiers, Knight Statues that you don't need, so you can excuse me, upgrade your units easier. Substitutes for the deck, but it's not the same Classical Inquis. Then you can drop Bombardier for Stasis, Shaman or Demonologist. All decks work quite well with it. Scrapper could be dropped for Dryad, then you use Harlequin Dryad combo, not just Scrapper to level units up, and Knight Statue can be dropped for a Grindstone or in some cases Banner, but that's super weak variation. I would highly recommend Knight Statue. Heroes that you can use, almost same as for Robot. I don't think you need more explanation if you listen to my first one. And difficulty to use, well, it's super hard deck, just because you need to know how to play Inquisitor. So basically, like I say in my every Inquisitor video, say 1000 mana after you get 1 Inquisitor, then upgrade to 4, then save, upgrade to mana max Inquisitor, say 1000, go for 7, 10, etc. That's the basic of the play. And once more, you can see the deck down below. And let's get right to our last free-to-play random deck. Well, that's Beginner Engineer. Let's zoom it up. Well, main DPS Engineer, so Engineer, Bombardier, Chemist, Portal Keeper, Alchemist. Why that? Well, I'm kind of trying to set it up for you under 4K. If you're above 4K and have like gadget 15 plus or any OP hero on 15 plus you have like 2000 crit, it doesn't even matter what you play. But if you're low level, I would highly recommend this setup. It's not the best maybe in wave clearing or something, but you will get so much extra boost on enemy side of the field that you will win just like in Frost or Cold Mage case, not by stalling but by outpacing your enemy. Basically your Alchemist is AoE clear. You can use something like Ivy, Plague Doctor or whatever, but I choose Alchemist for that 8% speed buff. Bombardier to clunk up units, Chemist to armor break. I highly advise using Chemist. Heroes J or Trainer, just because you are starting and don't have many heroes, so J or Trainer if possible. Substitute cards, like I said, Bombardier can be for Stasis, Frost or Cold Mage if you want to stall more and not stun. Of course, if you are able to. Alchemist can be, like I said, for Plague Doctor or Ivy, but I would recommend Alchemist for attack speed buff, and Chemist can be dropped for additional DPS in Crystal Mancer for bosses and mini bosses, but Chemist on mana 5 gives you 50% armor reduction on mobs, so that would help Engineer clear. Difficulty of the deck, well, it's hard if you have units below level 8, 10, whatever. And also if you have crit like 300, 400, 500, anything below basically 800, 900 crit, you will have some sort of difficulty with any deck. You can even have robot and suck with that kind of crit, but that's why you have this faction buff to help you boost, basically boost to win. And here are the units down below. So Engineer, Chemist, Bombardier, Alchemist and Portal Keeper. I didn't mention Portal Keeper much as a support unit just because I think you all understand how it works. Basically you use Portal Keeper to protect from Shaman if you ever occur one, to swap units, and basically to connect 6 engineers to get extra attack speed buff. I just want to make that abundantly clear. So yeah, once more, let's see all the decks. So here's the classical robot for you. Here is the classical Inquisitor for you. And lastly, here is Beginner Engineer deck for you. So yeah, tell me your thoughts. I hope you really liked my suggestions and you will have success with it. If you do, well, make sure you drop that like and also make sure you hit that sub button. It would help me a lot. We are aiming for 100 subs at the start just so we can get custom URL FatO Dogy /FatO Dogy. So if you want to help me achieve that, make sure you hit that sub. Until the next episode, FatO Dogy out.